Tell me if this happens to you. You open up your email and you're all excited because you got a new inquiry, only to read the email and see that the couple is asking for a cake for just the two of them. I know this can be so maddening and so common. This is happening all the time. So, in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to respond to this type of request if you don't want to do it, and also how to work this into your business model if you want to make a little bit of extra money on these small jobs. So thanks for being here. I'm Jenny, and I help wedding cake makers be better business owners by attracting their ideal clients and booking more weddings. So in today's weekly wedding cake business tip, I'm going to help you respond to this kind of inquiry because I know that it can be so annoying. I actually got an inquiry where the bride bullet pointed exactly what she wanted. She wanted a cake for two people, not going to happen. And then she bullet pointed, we must have a tasting, it must be delivered. And then she sent me a picture of what she wanted it to look like. And I knew right off the bat, I do not want this job. So I did not, even though I wanted to judge her and I wanted to be really snarky in returning the email, I calmed myself down and I just wrote, thank you so much for the inquiry. We're not available for this, but I appreciate the interest. That's it. So you don't have to tell anyone why you don't want to do it. It's actually none of their business. This is your business and you can run it however you want. And you don't have to ever apologize for not being available for something like this. And you don't even have to give them a reason. All you have to do is say, I'm not available. Thank you so much for the inquiry. Okay. Now, what I have found that over the years of getting these requests, sometimes it can be good for my business. So if I don't want to say no, so say it's a planner that is requesting a small job or something like that, and I do want to work it in, I make it work for me so that it's still profitable and it's not taking away from the rest of my business. So what I'll do is, if I do get a request like this, I will just tell them, yes, this is great. I am happy to do this for you. And they don't get the same service. They're not going to get a tasting for a small cake. And I will do a cake for as small as 10 people. I won't do a cake for two people. That's not even a thing. But if somebody asks, and if I can fit it into my schedule, and they want to come pick it up, and I'm already in the kitchen anyway, then I'm totally fine with that. And that's good. You can do whatever you want with it. But, it doesn't come with all the services that the rest of our larger cakes come from. And then what I'll do is I'll set a minimum. So if somebody does have an inquiry for maybe like a cake for 15 people and they want it delivered, I'll just say, thank you so much for the inquiry. We do have a minimum of 65 guests for our delivery service. So sometimes they'll actually be like, oh yeah, that sounds great, and now you just got another regular cake order. So so think about that. Set your parameters. You don't have to say yes to these jobs. Say no to the ones that you do want to say no to. But if you're already in the kitchen and maybe it's part of your slow season. For us, our slow season is February, March, and the beginning of April. So if I can fit something in, I totally will. And if I'm already in the kitchen, especially. So think about that too. Think about just setting a minimum order and then just keep your boundaries. Make sure that you don't let people talk you into something that you don't want to do. Okay. So it can be profitable. Like I said, if you want to do a small cake for 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, and they want to come pick it up and they're not going to have a tasting, that might work into your business. You might pick up a few $100 a week or whatever, or something like that. I'm not going to say no to that. And then if you don't want to do this, just stick to your guns. Say we do have a minimum of whatever. Set your minimum of at either at a dollar amount like $300, $400, $500, or set it at a guest number. For me, it's a guest count of 65 people. So that's how you can respond to these requests that we get that are annoying. And like I said, it's not our job to judge them or tell them what we think they should do. And because it does look like this trend is going to stick around for a while. So that's how to build it into your business. And like I said, just make sure you stick to your boundaries, and you don't offer tastings for these type of things. And if they do want to tasting, just make sure you charge for it. Okay, so that's how to make it work into your business. So that's what I wanted to talk about this week. We do get a lot deeper into these topics in my Wedding Cake Business Academy, which is going to be coming out in April, and I'm revising the whole thing, so I'm super excited about that. So if you do want more information for that, there is a link in my description to get on the wait list. And if you want to have a 15-minute free call to see if you're right for this program, my email is down there below. So just email me directly and we can set up a call and see. So thank you so much for being here for my weekly tip, and I will see you next week. Bye.